the thing that makes getting a Grammy nomination so special is that it comes from your peers and it comes from the people that you work with, not just in your genre of music, but in all genres of music. And so it's the one thing that, if you do happen to win one, if you have it up on a mantle, that everybody sees that when they walk in a room, even if they're not in music, and they know what that is. So, yeah, it means a lot. It means hopefully you get to keep on doing what you're doing a little bit, or maybe you're doing something right. I keep them, a lot of them on the road. We have a little kind of VIP section because I think all awards belong to fans. So we let them see them on the road and things like that. The thing that makes performing on the Grammy stage so different from other shows is, the history of the show. There's been so many great performances on the Grammys over the years. But, it's much like getting the nominations. It's a chance to be in front of all genres of music and enjoy all genres of music and share with each other, whatever you're doing. And it's inspiring, to be on the stage, the same stage as somebody from all these different walks of music. I mean, one of the most exciting Grammys performances I got to see was the year that Kendrick Lamar did the Giant Flame. That was one of the wildest and coolest, sorry, I'm losing my voice here, performances I've ever seen. You could feel the heat coming off the stage. There was so much fire, and it was just, there's so much power in that performance, and that was a powerful performance. But I was also in the audience. One time U2 played, and Bono threw his sunglasses out in the audience and almost hit me with them, So there's all kinds of stuff like that. I have memories from the Grammys that are very cool to me. Well, it's different, it's different, but we're all here and doing what we love to do, which is keep on playing music and do those things. I love Vegas. We like hanging out in Vegas. I don't have any problems with it. I like LA too. I like New York, wherever they want to have them, If I get invited, I'll show up. Oh, and order room service? Yeah, that's what that's what I like to do in Vegas. I'm not much of a going out kind of guy. I got all my kids with me, and I don't know, we just kind of hang out. Not much of a gambler. We'll probably eat some food, Yeah, I haven't been really much of anywhere to speak of. Like I said, I'm a room service guy. I like that's an awful thing to say probably, but the hotel that we stay in is we really enjoy it, and it's very comfortable, and we like just being, it's a home away from home, sort of. Hopefully they can expect to see, fans can expect to see us playing a song and playing it well, and hopefully it's a song that they want to hear. Hopefully that's, what they can see and hear. We have a big string section with us, and that's going to be, that's always a treat to get. We had strings on the record, but we don't carry strings on the road all the time when we play this song. So it's a real fun thing to get to put all the elements together for a moment like this. Oh, I couldn't say. I'll tell you one thing. I think it's probably one of the hardest jobs to do. So there's so many things that can happen in the course of an award show that I know the amount of rehearsing that we have to do just to do a 5-minute performance. So I can't imagine the amount of preparation and work that goes into doing that. So I'm not going to speak to what makes a good host, because I have no earthly idea how to do that job, nor would I want to have to dive into that, because it just seems like this massive amount of work that, hats off to anybody trying to do that, and Mr. Noah as well. I think the Grammys are an important thing to watch just because it lets you see, as I've mentioned before, just the scope of what's going on in music in the world in general, and so many great different kinds of music are represented, and you might find something that you didn't think that you liked, and that's the cool part about the Grammys to me. I'm not even sure who all is playing this year, to be honest with you, and I like to keep that way because sometimes I might get nervous if there's too many, hotshot people on the show. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I like to be surprised a lot, it's particularly in what I'm watching. I like to not know what's coming a little bit and be able to look on it with a really fresh perspective. Well, the main one I always like to say is be nice and be you. Be you and be nice. And I think if you do those two things, if it works out, it's great. And if it doesn't work out, you're not disappointed. And you're not going to, feel bad about who you are or what you've done. So for me, as far as personal experiences go, I got tasked with doing the tribute to Tom Petty one year with Emmylou Harris, and that was a great honor for me. And B.B. King as well, I did with Bonnie Raitt and Gary Clark Jr., and that was a big deal for me to get to honor some heroes in that way. Oh yeah, and it's so important. Those two artists in particular are so important to me, formatively, and I still put them in and listen to them today. So.